Alrighty guys, what is up? So right now we are fishing and we're gonna be doing a catch and cook on a red breast sunfish because we don't have those down where I live in South Florida, and I never had bluegill, so I just want to try it. Maybe it tastes similar to bluegill when I try bluegill in the future. Maybe it tastes the same, maybe it tastes bad, maybe it tastes good. We're gonna be keeping 2 or 3 of the medium sized one. I'll show you later when we catch them. If you haven't saw the first video of me fishing at these creeks, all these creeks right here in Sun and Fun, it's like a air show that's like annual once a year. Right here, this is like actually the deepest and biggest pool that I know of that's like still considered a creek. Let's put you on the chest cam and hopefully we catch ourselves some dinner, so stay tuned. All right guys, here we go. GoPro's fully charged because in my last video it actually died, depressingly, and we already have, I don't know, there's literally a bajillion little bluegill, and I don't want to catch those, so I'm gonna catch it kind of out there. Hopefully, oh, we have a fish, guys. And I think it's exact, yeah. That's a good fight. Damn, these fish put up a good fight in these little creeks. But these right here is exactly what we're gonna be keeping, actually. Well, first casting, we already got what we wanted to keep. This right here is, let me show you real quick. This is a huge red breast sunfish, as you can tell. Red breast down here, blue, green all over the place. These guys are beautiful. And we're gonna be keeping maybe 2 or 3, but since we literally just caught one our first cast, I'm gonna throw this guy back because I'm assuming there's a bunch more and I don't want to keep it in the bag without ice for too long. Beautiful fish. Look how fat and chunky this little guy is. You see that little bulge right there? Like one of the healthiest little bass like ever. All right guys, we have an interesting fish right here. It's a bass, yeah. I wasn't sure if it was a bass or not because it didn't really look like one, but it sure is a bass, and it's a giant one. Well, giant for these creeks. I know this isn't a big bass in general, but you gotta understand that these creeks are small. I haven't seen a single minnow in these creeks, so it means that these guys pretty much feed off small bluegill, and for a bass to get this big in a little creek, that's impressive. So I'm over these bluegill. I'm casting as far as I can, and I'm catching either a gar, a bass, or a red breast. All the way out there. Let it sit. All right, that's a fish. All right, that's a fish, and I think it's exactly what we're looking for. Nope, I lied. Look who it is. Our old pal, Mr. Bluegill. Pretty big one too, not gonna lie. Not what we want. Okay guys, I wasn't recording because I kept catching bluegill, but we actually got another species, and this right here is a red ear sunfish, because you see, if you look right there, right under the gill plate, well, behind the gill plate, there's a little, well, this guy actually, no, damn it. Let's take a look at this bass. This right here is the smallest bass we caught so far. Tiny little mouth. See ya. We have the fish we've been looking for, finally. So we're gonna go ahead and keep this guy, just because it's been a little tough. I don't know how much we're gonna be able to get, so I'm just gonna keep this guy, and then we're gonna get one more like the first one. But as you can tell, if he stops moving, beautiful fish. Guys, we got another fish, another species. This right here is called a warmouth. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is a warmouth or a rock bass. I'm not sure. I think it's a warmouth. So they're similar, again, they're in the sunfish family, but they have like a huge mouth, as you can tell. This guy's mouth is like bigger than a normal sunfish. It looks kind of like a bluegill and bass hybrid, people call them that too. But my whole thumb can fit in there, as you can tell. Huge mouth, awesome fish. That's already, I don't know how much species, I have to count them, but awesome fish. I think it's a warmouth, but let me know if it's a rock bass. All right guys, I think we might have what we've been looking for. I can't see it, but it's fighting pretty hard, and it is finally, guys. All right guys, we got another red breast. This guy is even bigger, which is better. So we're just gonna go ahead and put him in the bag. Awesome guys, we're gonna go back to the RV where we're gonna cook these bad boys up. I don't know how we're gonna cook them yet, but we're gonna cook them some kind of way. Let's get on the bike and enjoy our ride home. And we're back home, guys. So we have 2 right here. Wait, let me clean the lens. There we go. We have 2 about maybe 6 or 7 inches. I have no idea how big they actually are. So we're gonna fillet them right now, each on each side, roll a time lapse of that, and hopefully the meat looks good and not disgusting. Okay, so we got our first little side right here. This is like literally barely any meat, but that's why we got 2, so that's 4 sides in total, which is gonna be enough for a little try test, like a little snack. we'll probably make little like thin bacon sheets. First fish right here is done, both sides. And right here we have 2 little pieces. And also, we didn't blood these fish out because of the situation I was in. I couldn't really just take the gills out and stuff, and plus they're really small, so my fingers don't really fit in there, as you can tell. But still, not that much blood, and the smell isn't the best smell in the world, but it's also not the worst smell in the world. And the meat has a little tone of like gray, but that could be because of skin, so maybe when I take the skins out it will be all white, so we'll see at the end about that. So here we have both of the fish. This was the first one we filleted. This is the second one. This one was also a bit bigger, and somehow they're still breathing again. The nerves kicking in. But this one right here also has a little bit more meat than this one did. So in the future, I'll just catch bigger ones just to have more meat. We're gonna remove the meat from the skin. I'm gonna show you how to do that right now. I'm just gonna time-lapse it. You just wanna grab the end piece right here, which is always like the skinnier piece. You see, for example, yeah, right here, right there. And you kind of want to put one thumb right there on the skin, and then with the other finger, just go like this and just take off the skin. So I'll show you right now how it looks. We are pretty much done filleting these fish. We have 4 pieces right here, and here's the skin. They had some little bones. I forgot what those little like spine little bones, I forgot. But some of the pieces had them because of the way I cut it. So again, the snakehead had none of those little bones. This guy does, so that just tells me something about sunfish compared to snakehead. I'm not sure if all sunfish are like this, but this one certainly is. Here's the fish. We're gonna put it on a plate real quick, but we have some olive oil right here to put in this tiny little pan we have. So we're just gonna spray some on, just like that. We're gonna let that heat, and then we're gonna soak them in this right here. It's called mojo or mojo or mojo. I don't know how you say it. And it's like orange and salt and pepper and lemon and stuff, just to give it a little bit more taste, since we're just gonna have it bland like that. Here we go. Alright guys, we have it cooking right here. It smells really good now with the little sauce I told you we put in, and even before it smelled pretty good. So we're just gonna let it cook a little bit more, get a little bit more crunchy and toasty, and then we'll try it. Not so much meat, but we did get at least some pieces. You know, it was just like a little snack test. It looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, and it smells really good. And then we have a little corn right here to follow as a little side. So let's try this fish and see how good it really is. Here it is. Look, we're gonna do a little tear test. Hey. Extremely tender and really white, like really tender. Look. It's time to try this fish. Good. No taste really at all. You just kind of taste like the chewy meat, but really good actually. It didn't smell that good at first, but honestly, it's pretty good. And the plate's gone. Corn was delicious. Honestly, I'm gonna say for a bluegill type of family, like the sunfish kind of family, it was not as bad as I thought it would be. It didn't smell the best. Again, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't like disgusting, but it didn't smell good or like nothing at all like snakehead. You see how it smell? So I was a little bit iffy. I was like, oh my god, it might taste bad or something, or it might like have a disgusting texture, but it was tender, super soft, just like any fish is that I've had before. The meat was good, and any kind of spicing you want will change the flavor, whether it's spicy or sweet or super spicy, whatever it is that you put on it will change it. But again, a really good fish, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really curious to see if bluegill tastes the same from home. Maybe bluegill tastes like better, worse, disgusting, the same, who knows. But again, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.